Okay, I'd like to call this board meeting of the trustees of the Village of Carpentersville together December 5th, 2017 at 7 p.m. Kelly, please call roll.
Trustee Burroway.
Here.
Trustee Frost.
Here.
Trustee Humpfer.
Yeah, here.
Trustee Lawrence.
Here.
Trustee O'Sullivan. Trustee Rehberg.
Here.
President Skillman.
Here. And please, everyone, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It was.
Okay, thank you everybody for participating. That was awesome. So, first of all, we'll have the Fire Prevention Week poster winners. Chief.
President Skillman and trustees, we're honored tonight to have all these great students here that have provided us with a lot of good fire prevention material and artwork. This year we approached the poster contest with a little bit different take on how do we spread the word of fire prevention throughout our community. And instead of doing the traditional poster contest, we decided to partner with Woodman's Grocery Store and have the kids draw their poster contests on paper bags. And now how does that spread the word? Well, the winners get to take their paper bags home with them. The people who didn't win, well over 1,000 participants, their bags are going back to the grocery store. Woodman's will bag groceries in them, and then people get to take the bags home with the fire prevention message on it. They're going to look at the bag and say, what is that? And they're going to have to read it to figure out what it is, right? So they get that message when they take it back home. There's a lot of families out there who are empty nesters. The kids are already out of the house, or people who have kids that are not in school yet or no kids at all. So how do they get that fire prevention message? How do we get it to them? Simple little partnership with Woodman's Grocery Store, and away we go. And then this year we also have one new award that we're giving out. We've been traditionally giving out just a certificate to the school that had the highest participation in the contest. This year we've actually created a traveling trophy. And that trophy will go around to the school with the highest participation in the contest amongst their kids in the school. And then later this evening we'll have that award given out to the winner this year. Have a little competition between the schools, generate some more participation in the program, see where it goes. So, this year we couldn't get this done without the assistance from two of our firefighters, Matt Tracy and Tony Ferrero. If you guys want to come on down. These two guys put a lot of hard work into this, judging over 1,000 paper bags. Posters. It's hard to say paper bag posters. It doesn't make sense, but that's what it is. But they did a great job doing that. And by the way, I have to make one special announcement. Tonight is Tony's birthday, so if everybody want to wish him a happy birthday. So, all right, I'm going to turn it over to these guys, and they'll get their awards out.
All right. To start with, I'd like to call up Jean Washington from Meadowdale School. She's our representative from Meadowdale. Meadowdale this year had 89.74% of their students enrolled participate in this contest. We rounded up to 90% for our trophy. So this is the new trophy that we created this year. They're the first one. One of the reasons we did this, I learned a couple years ago that putting the principals in the schools sort of a challenge amongst each other to increase participation to beat the other school has helped grow this from 250 posters to the numbers we're at today and hopefully continue to increase. We had 25% of the students in the schools that participated this year. It's not where I want to be. I want to be up 100% at some point in time. But every year we keep getting a greater increase in the number of students. Last year we only had 21% of the students participate. So we've gone up 4%. So let's give it up to Meadowdale, who participated great this year. All right, we're going to begin calling all of the students, but before we do that, I need a special assistant to help hand out the trophies. If my special assistant could come on out. He might need a little help. We have the Pirate Pup here to help hand out trophies. All right, so Tony's going to begin calling names. And we'll have you come up, grab your trophy, and stand to the side, please, all right?
How you doing, guys? Again, my name is Tony Ferrero. Before I start calling on names, I'll just take a quick second, and I want to thank firefighter Matt Tracy. Chief and I agree that, you know, when you let someone put a new spin on something that's been done for a long time, new ideas come through, and this just kind of proves that he's done a great job since he took over this portion of public education, and he's really grown it. He's done a great job, and I just want to say thank you to him. Now, while we do this, we're going to call out the winners. So we have our so we have Gabriel Martinez. He's fourth place from kindergarten and from Parkview Elementary School. Gabriel, come on up. The kids wanted to hand them stuff out. It's going to be too busy. All right, we have Hillary Gonzalez. She's third place, pre-K from Meadowdale Elementary. Okay, Hillary couldn't make it tonight, so we're going to have Eureka Lopez, second place, kindergarten, Meadowdale Elementary. All right, now we have Esmeralda Mendoza, first place pre-K from Meadowdale Elementary. Okay, Esmeralda is not here today. How about Maritza Hernandez, fourth place, first grade from Lakewood Elementary. Maritza. Not everybody can make it today. All right, now we have Drake Price, third place from first grade, Golfview. Drake is a very cool name. All right, now we have Sophia Strauss, second place, first grade from Parkview Elementary. Now we have Isaiah Wolf, first place, first grade from Parkview Elementary. Good job, buddy. All right, next up is Ryan Peak, fourth place, second grade from Liberty Elementary. All right, Julia Knight, she's third place, second grade from Liberty. Good job, Julia. All right. Yeah, don't forget to shake his hand. Guadalupe Zagal, second place, second grade from Liberty. Guadalupe? Yes. Okay. Next up, we have Bricia Rivera, first place, second grade from Meadowdale. Good job. All right, next up we have Eliza Jenish, fourth place, third grade from Parkview. Eliza? All right. Good job. And now we have Vivian Grant, third place, third grade from Parkview. Good job, Vivian. You keep coming down. There you go. All right. Next up is Aisha Kurthy, second place, third grade from Liberty. Good job. Next up, we have Fatima Ayad, first place, third grade from Liberty. Fatima. Good job. All right, we have Lizeth Gavina, fourth place, fourth grade from Lakewood. Good job. All right, next up we have Alejandra Ordonez, third place, fourth grade from Lakewood. Good job. All right, next up is Julie Salcedo, second place, fourth grade from Lakewood. Julie? No? All right. All right, Michelle Zambrano, first place, fourth grade from Lakewood. Almost done. Next up, we have Elizabeth Johnson, fourth place, fifth grade, Meadowdale. Good job. All right. So we have Colette Esquivel, third place, fifth grade from Parkview. Colette. Colette. All right, next up is Eva Mapes, second place, fifth grade from Parkview. And we have Matali Ethwal, first place for fifth grade from Liberty. And we've reached our final winner here. Just so you guys know, our final winner we do something special for. You guys all did a fantastic job. Unfortunately, we have to pick one overall winner. It's very tough for that to happen, but we did this year. He got a pizza at the fire station, and he got a ride here with the fire truck. So the overall winner is going to be Elliot Sanchez from Parkview Elementary.
All right.
It's actually Elliot's birthday today as well. He shares a birthday with me, so he's a very special kid. So let's all sing a quick happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elliot. Happy birthday to you. Good job. Elliot hurt his arm saving a baby out of a fire. Great job.
Chief, do you have good group picture? I'm good. So we're good. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out and supporting their children also with this process and their drawing of their posters and helping them out with that. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for coming out tonight. We'll take a break. Yes. And then if everybody wants to go out and into the hallway to the right and just go down to the end of the hallway, we'll take some individual pictures with Sparky and what have you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
put every, love that.
Has it always been here?
Good job, man. Happy birthday.
Great job.
And what I like is that they're using the bags in the store, so I'm going to be looking for that. Like,
I am
that
too.
is so awesome. I love that.
Just there tonight.
Have a good birthday.
A lot of work has to go into that, judging it and everything.
Oh, sure. Who judged it?
I take
No.
paper.
No.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I'm a
There's
paper
a lot of
bag
people
person.
take paper.
Good crowd. It's great to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do both. I do that in paper.
Get involved.
It's a good way to teach fire prevention.
Oh, yeah. And that's what
Awesome.
we were talking about.
And I looked at some of those bags,
No one
and
ever
I'm like, the
thinks about a fire
creativity.
detector or anything
Like
like
the girl
that.
had the barn
These newer
with the
houses,
cow,
electronic,
and I'm like, how
the ones
cool
that
is
older
that?
houses where the batteries in there. Who thinks about that?
Yes. Yes.
But
How
where do you live?
awesome.
Live
Yeah.
by, I mean, which house are you in? Because I know.
That is so cool.
Okay.
I'm directly
Okay.
So there's one house that's like directly across.
Love that.
And then I'm like one house. We were doing
You mentioned it again the other day. You sent me an email saying
Great
congrats
idea,
and
like-
everything.
Yeah.
And then I talked to him later on. He mentioned, yo, there's another trustee who lives. I said, yeah, I know. You told me that before. I knew you lived over
People
there.
are in town?
I'm worried about my neighbor's house going up in flames. They got a real tree this year,
Oh, yeah.
and
Really?
they're not the smartest
Yeah.
group.
Oh, yeah.
30 million for original homeowners, so they were there since.
Yeah.
So I do a drive-by when I'm coming home from work.
That's when our subdivision.
Yeah,
I think
that,
we've been
that
there
budget
since '97
fluctuates year
Kimball
to
Farm.
year. I've seen it huge couple years.
We're like the fifth house.
Yeah.
Fifth
It
house.
is.
Oh, really?
When we
Yeah.
were doing the public works facility, I think it got up. Yeah,
How do you like
got up pretty high.
your neighbors?
I get along good with
Yeah.
most of them.
That was probably one of the
there's a
first
couple
things I started, like, realize
I wave to.
comparing
There's some that
financial
most of them I talk
statements
to.
year to year.
A couple are
There's no
waivers.
rhyme or reason,
How about
really,
you?
from budget to budget. Well, you just you have to identify everything you're going to expend. You know, whether you want to do it or not, you have to have it in there.
A few kids are a little play with her and
Nice.
kids on the street.
Nice.
And then all the parents are, everyone's running on the street with one exception.
Yeah, I know. We've got one exception.
Absolutely.
I could say, well, we're in a cul-de-sac too.
Absolutely.
That's a little more intimate too.
Absolutely. There should be no reason everybody shouldn't get along. And it goes back to a long time ago too. And it just happens to be my next door neighbor. But everybody else is cool.
Had one senior citizens up for a couple that never had kids, so just they didn't like his on the lawn.
Oh, yeah. Price all the kids.
Eventually, they did move there, and then a really nice family came in, so situation resolved.
Maybe, yeah.
Used to be a big noise ordinance guy. Oh,
Can't pick your neighbors, right?
harmful effects.
Okay, Kelly, let's reconvene here. Next item on our appointments confirmations, we have none tonight, correct?
Correct.
Next item would be public comment. Please keep comments to 5 minutes or less.
We don't have anyone.
We have none. Okay, we better, never mind, okay. Next item will be consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda will be acted on one motion. There will be no separate discussion on those items unless the trustee so request, in which the event the item will be removed in the general order of business and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda.
I'll motion to pass the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Motion, Trustee Humpher, second Trustee Rehberg. Roll call, please.
Trustee Humpfer,
Yes.
Trustee Lawrence,
Yes.
Trustee Rehberg,
Yes.
Trustee Burroway,
Yes.
Trustee Frost.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item will be reports of the manager and staff.
We have no reports tonight.
Jeff, do you wanna-
He'll do item A.
Okay. All righty. Any old business?
None.
We have no old business. Okay, we have new business. Motion, I'll need to entertain a motion
I'll motion for the first item of the new business.
Okay.
And if okay, I'd like to package the last from C on as one resolution. Can we do that? We've done that in the past.
Yeah, we'll need B also before that. So.
Yeah, I think we need to review A and B, and then C through K, I think we can package together, if I looked at this correctly.
Through L.
Through L.
Through L, sorry.
Yes,
Through L.
correct. That's correct, Trustee Humpher. Thank you.
If I can clarify, the motion on the table is for item A, is that correct?
Yes, for item A.
I'll second.
Okay. Trustee Humpher, motion. Second, Trustee Rehberg. Roll call, please.
Presentation.
Presentation first, I'm sorry.
Jeffrey Monteleone is going to speak to the insurance package, and if you would give us the cliff notes tonight, I believe, Jeff.
Here's the, I don't know if you got it in your email.
In front of you is an explanation of the renewed insurance package that we have. I'm here with Rich from Arthur Gallagher to answer any questions in this new package. As you could see, we're keeping the exact same insurance carriers as we had last year. There is an increase of about 2% going from 2017 into 2018. I wanted to quickly discuss kind of just the general trend that we've had going with our insurance over the last couple years. Since 2014, we've actually had a 13% reduction in this cost. So although the difference between 2017 and 2018 is a 2% increase, the overall change in the manner that we've managed things, we've taken a very proactive approach with the broker in selecting the insurance companies and the carriers that get kind of packaged up with this. And Gallagher partnered with us to help get out there on the market and ensure that you are really getting the best possible rates. So as a result of very, very effective management, we've been able to reduce our cost rather substantially. In our previous brokers, we were in the realm of $600,000 and $700,000 for some of these claims. So to be sitting here with the $452,000 that is before us today really speaks volumes to what else is available in the market. So without any further ado, if you guys have any other questions for Rich or myself to answer.
Jeff, for the excess workers' compensation coverage, are you talking about excess above the deductible? Is that what you mean by that?
So this is what the cost, the fixed cost of the premium is. We're still going to have to deal with our SIRs, and there's still no differences in our SIRs from the previous year.
I just want to know where the attachment point is on this item. Maybe Gallagher could answer. Yeah. It's 600. So it's everything above 650,000. Is there any excess layers above that? Okay, and that's all packaged in here. And what's the final? Is it up to 10 million at that point? Is it hit that layer? Do we go that high?
No, it's statutory limits. So whatever the state requirements are, state plan.
Yeah, no, I mean, what's the maximum on that coverage?
Under workers' compensation, there isn't one.
There isn't one? Okay.
It's whatever the statutory benefits are.
All right, just want to be sure. Thank you.
That's all I had.
Are there any questions? Further questions?
It's a big deductible, guys. 650,000. We have to manage that.
It is huge.
But that's how we bring the price down, right?
It is.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. I need a roll call, please.
Trustee Lawrence?
Yes.
Trustee Rehberg?
Yes.
Trustee Burroway?
Yes.
Trustee Frost?
Yes.
Trustee Humpher?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. All right, item B. Motion, please.
I'll motion to pass item B.
I'll second.
Motion, Trustee Humpher, second. Trustee Rehberg again. And we have a presentation from Hitesh for the third time this year. Thank you.
That's probably the last time.
Last time, thank you.
Good evening, and I'll just go through a real kind of recap the budget, tax levy, and abatement one more time.
Oh, we have someone walking under the screen. It's Carl. It's Carl.
This is the kind of estimated fund balance. You have heard about it. General fund is estimated to close the year of 2018 at 9.7 million. Some of the other fund, debt service funds and TIF you see there. Water fund is expected to close around 6.5 million before the carryovers of 1.5 million, but the net would be around 5 million in terms of fund balance. These are the revenue summaries for all the funds. Again, the general fund with $30.6 million estimated revenues for the next year. Water fund, we have estimated at $9.1 million in the fiscal 18 budget revenues. Expenditure side, general fund with $30,617,000 in revenues. Some of the other special revenue funds you see there. One of them are enterprise fund, water sewer fund with $9.9 million in the expenditure for fiscal 18. This is the recap of general fund revenues. As usual, property tax is the leader, followed by sales tax and the income tax, making about half of our general fund revenues. Expenditure in the general fund by department, led by the police department at around $11 million, followed by the fire department. This is the important thing, showing the real positive upward trend in the fund balance for the general fund. And it would be pretty close to $10 million at the end of the 2018. Revenues by source, again, same thing, property tax around 37%, followed by sales tax at 26%, and income tax at around 12%, and the rest making for the remainder of the expenditure by function. Public safety, comprising of police and fire, making almost 60% of that, followed by general government at 19%, but half of that is refuse cost. So if we take the refuse out of that, it would be a 9% in general government, which includes the HR, finance, IT, and some of the other legislative. This is the expenditure by department. Again, the police is at 38%, followed by fire at 22%, and then rest of the other departments to follow. Tax levy, we talked about it, flat corporate tax levy, and overall tax levy reduction of $3,500. Now this is in spite of 10% reduction from the state, so which would result in around $350,000 loss. And that coupled with a new 2% fee on our home rule tax, which is going to cost us around $90,000. So we are losing close to $450,000 to $500,000, $500,000, but still, I mean, it's really kind of a good thing that we were able to keep the corporate levy flat. If you see the reductions now, our rate would be around 2.37% from the last year's 2.6. So it's roughly a little under 9% reduction. Last year we had around 11% in reduction in the rate. So 2 or 3 years in a row we are kind of reducing the property tax rate. These are the special service area tax levies. This is the debt abatement. Again, I would point out that the total debt is around $4.4 million, principal and interest on our all bonds. But after the abatement of $2.5 million, the real burden on residents is only $1.8 million. And those abatement comes from either water fund or other sources of revenue. This is the recap of all the levies. This is one more, kind of an important thing for the residents. 2/3 of the tax roughly goes toward the education system, schools and colleges. The village share is less than 1/4. So even if we try to reduce the rate or keep it flat, unless the school districts act real, positively and reduce the rate or keep it flat, the residents won't see real impact on their tax bill. And that's very important. Obviously, EAV, we talked about it. We are inching towards almost $600 million, hopefully next year, and catch up to our pre-recession level of $721 million. Property tax rate, again, this is 30 years in a row we are going down, so that's a good sign too. Any questions?
No questions, guys?
I think we've talked about it enough.
Thank the Board of Trustees, the Audit and Finance Commission for their active role and strategic direction. Manager Rooney for his leadership to keep the budget process on track and kind of providing guidance to all the department in terms of prioritizing their expenses. My colleagues, the department heads, being truly the kind of a team leader throughout the budget process. It's not easy. It lasts for a few months. And finally, Katrina, where is she? Oh, right there. Yeah, raise your hand at least. Katrina is kind of behind-the-scene player who works hard on all the budgets, dealing with the department. And so I appreciate all the help, and thanks all.
Thank you, Hitesh.
Thank you, Hitesh. Great job.
Thanks. Okay, so we have a motion on the table. I'm going to need a roll call, please.
Trustee Rehberg?
Yes.
Trustee Burroway?
Yes.
Trustee Frost?
Yes.
Trustee Humpfer?
Yes.
Trustee Lawrence?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Okay, next item, like we discussed earlier.
Yep.
I'd like to a motion to approve items
I'll
C
motion.
through L at the same
I'll motion
time.
items C through L. These are SSA and abatements that are individual to specific areas, and we're just packaging them together to make it easy for passage.
Yes.
Is that a second?
Yes.
We'll take it.
Okay.
Trustee Humpher, motion second. Trustee Burroway, thank you.
Rehberg, you didn't jump in there.
I know, caught us off guard.
Have roll call, please.
Trustee Burroway?
Yes.
Trustee Frost?
Yes.
Trustee Humpher?
Yes.
Trustee Lawrence?
Yes.
Trustee Rehberg?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you, guys. Next item is trustee and committee reports. Trustee Humpher.
Yeah. So we received a proposal, you probably have read about this in the paper, from Business Districts, Inc. on our rebranding process for the village. It's a really good proposal. I think it was sent to every one of you. If anybody has any questions about it or has maybe wants additional clarification, please let me know ahead of a week from this Thursday. We're going to meet with Business Districts, Inc., and there are some areas I want to clarify, especially on the front end with the groups that they're going to interview, and the list is kind of expansive of who they want to talk to relative to restaurateurs, business owners, things like. I don't think it's a bad list, but I want to make sure we have a good representative list of the village, and that we know who's being talked to, and make sure we, I guess, reach out as much as we can to identify what those perceptions are of the village. In addition, I like retail strategies listed in there as well, since they're the ones that are, and this is the group that is attempting to bring in different businesses into town, into the vacant buildings and areas that we have, to try to fill those for us. And I think they're a key component in this discussion as well. So those are my main concerns with the proposal. I just want a little bit more clarity in it, and I want to know what a win looks like. At the end of this process, what does a win look like for the village of Carpentersville? So, so with that, we'll talk about that next week, and we'll come back with a final proposal for you guys to review. And that was passed as part of this year's budget, or for, I should say, 2018's budget. Sorry. Separately, regarding our trustee report, I think it's always good with the rollout of the budget that we have another discussion on the fact that the village of Carpentersville pays for waste disposal, your garbage, your recyclables. You have towns around here that don't do that, and if you drive through East Dundee, you'll see that there's signs up there to can the trash tax, or trash to can tax. Anyways, they're attempting to charge the residents for disposal, garbage and recyclables, and that's something we've always done here in the village, and I think we'll need to continue to do that because the residents want to see that. And that's a big expense item on our budget. And so that makes it a little bit hard when you start comparing tax rates to other towns. You have to ask that question. How are they paying for the refuse? Are they being billed separately on their water bill, or is it part of their property tax bill? So just want to give kudos. I thought it was some really good discussion by the board in the meetings that we've had with the budget, especially the new people. I asked some really good questions, kept us on our toes for those of us that have been here for a while. And I know I appreciated that very much. It's always good to get those questions, and even if it's something we already know, it's always good to, I think, relook at it, rediscuss it, and make sure it's the right path for the village. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Humpher. Trustee Lawrence.
We had 55 residents that registered for the resident holiday lighting contest. There will be judging this weekend, and then we will announce the winners at our December 19th meeting. And that's all I have right now from the events committee.
Who's judging?
A bunch of the events committee members will be judging.
Great.
What we're looking to do is next year, like include Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts, like include residents of Carpentersville. So before we make that transition, in order to get this contest rolling, we had to do it how they did it last year. But next year, we're looking to get volunteers to judge. That way, we can get the community involved.
Nice. Thank you. Trustee Rehberg.
No commission report for me. I mean, you saw the final results here from the Audit and Finance Commission's work over the last couple of months, and no trustee report for me tonight.
Thank you. Trustee Frost.
I have no trustee report today.
And Trustee Burroway.
Thank you. Excuse me, my voice is really rough. Jelkies Creek Fox River Watershed Coalition met last night. I was unable to attend due to something coming up. I'm sure the usual things were spoken about, signs. What's nice is that we've had participation in that watershed coalition from the county and the township, and that really helps to have their input, and they can really help us out on that. As far as C4, the next meeting is December 14th, 7 p.m. at Public Works. I invite all of you to come. It's an important issue. It's a substance abuse program that we started up a little over a year ago. It's at the Public Works, Tarmac, right over here, at 7 p.m. Invite the whole public to come and see what's going on there and help out. That's what I have for commission reports. Trustee report, I just wanted to mention the budget. Again, great job by everybody. I know it's a long, arduous days and nights, discussing all of that. But again, we were able to keep the levy flat. And what is that, 3 years, 4 years? 3 years in a row?
I think it's two.
2 years in a row on the levy being flat, and the fourth year where the rate is coming down.
Come down, yeah.
Coming down or staying.
So I
flat.
just, that great job, Manager Rooney. I wanted to say that to you because you lead that. Hitesh, you and your guys in that finance department, excellent job. The presentations were excellent and really came through for us. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Burroway. First of all, I'd like to recognize Mr. Skillman's class, if you're with Mr. Skillman's class. We got a few here tonight. There's one hiding over there with the staff. So, thanks for coming, you guys. If you need an agenda, there should be one sitting back there for the class, but you can just tell him you saw his brother, his big brother, in action, so. Okay. At my last meeting of the Kane-Kendall County of the Mayor's Council of Kane and Kendall County, we discussed several road projects going on in the two counties. And we talked about transportation, and something that they wanted us to get out there was I-90 now has a bus that you could take from Randall Road, and it goes right down the side of I-90, and you get to the airport for like $3 or something like that. So it's very inexpensive. You can get to, if you can get to Randall and 90, you get on the bus and go, you can get there really quick. It's like an express route. So they wanted us to mention that at all our meetings, so I'm doing that. So
There's free Wi-Fi on the bus, too.
Wi-Fi, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I take it
So-
occasionally. It goes right to the blue line.
Yeah, it's perfect. They said it's just working out great, too. It's one of their biggest projects now, I guess, for PACE, and so they're
Yeah.
real excited
Is there a
about it.
parking lot over there?
It's free parking, too.
Huge parking lot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes straight to the blue line at O'Hare?
At Rosemont, actually.
Okay, Rosemont.
Yeah, the Rosemont station, which is one away from O'Hare. So you can go
Right.
either way if you want. You can go to O'Hare if you needed to.
Sure, yeah,
It also, the buses also go to Woodfield Mall and I think throughout Elgin. So, but there's the express bus that President Skillman's mentioning. I take that quite a bit. And it runs every half hour, just so you know, during the week. It starts like 5:30, 6:30. So on the way home, it's got a little bit of a funky schedule, but you can check it out. Sorry to editorialize.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you know more about it. So they just told us to mention it, and good stuff for people that need to commute. So it's supposed to be nice. So, and they're looking at doing more and more with that.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is
really
good.
going well. Yesterday it was 200-year anniversary Bicentennial of Illinois. So we were all out there in the cold hanging actually it was warm yesterday, wasn't it? Hanging a flag for the state of Illinois out front. So that'll be up for a whole year, I believe. And so we had an article, a press release on that, I believe. I did not see it, but I think we had a press release out on that. So.
Hopefully tomorrow they'll cover that.
Oh, it hasn't been out yet, so. Okay, so any questions, comments, anybody? All right, so next we will go into closed session of Section 2C1 of Open Meetings Act and Section 2C21 of the Open Meetings Act.
I'll motion.
Motion, Trustee Rehberg.
Second.
Second, Trustee Burroway. All in favor? I need a roll call, I'm sorry. Roll call, please.
Trustee Frost.
Yes.
Trustee Humpfer.
Yes.
Trustee Lawrence.
Yes.
Trustee Rehberg.
Yes.
Trustee Burroway.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries, so we'll take our closed session to